Let me just tell you one thing. If people start asking you to tell your journey, it means you're getting old, and you're probably time to retire. But in 5 minutes, I don't know how to say 30 years journey, or maybe a little bit more, but I can tell you, last night I sat down and I wrote these 5 things. In 1988, and I'm gonna give you the beginning and I'm gonna give you what I am today. In 1988, I was in New York City delivering food because I was working as a delivery boy in New York City on foot. There was no cars, there was no bikes, there's none of that. And in the elevator, while I'm delivering an order, there was a Columbus Day. They were celebrating that day. And there were 2 gentlemen in the elevator saying to each other, "Today is Columbus Day." He said, "Yes, believe it or not, United States of America is only 200 years from that day." And he replied, he said, "No, it's actually 200 years from Columbus, but it's only 100 or less from the Civil War, after the Civil War." And for me, a guy coming from Egypt, delivering food, standing in the elevator, and I was like, how the heck a #1 country in the world built a civilization in less than 100 years? And it struck me, and it stayed with me for a long time, is the infrastructure that they built to build the civilization. And we are no different. That was a delivery boy in 1988. 1995, I joined my official career as a restaurant manager in Pizza Hut in New York, and that was my first actual job. In between, from 1995 to today, is almost 29 years, going on 30 next year. There was a lot of things and a lot of ups and downs that it made me who I am today. 2 weeks ago, I was supposed to talk about Tim Hortons today, but they asked me to talk about me, because 2 weeks ago I received an honorary doctorate from the International American University and from the United States, from the from the United Nations Peace Group. And I looked at the delivery boy, and then I looked at when they called my name and they told me doctor. And in between, I taught in college as a professor part-time. I wrote my own book, first book. I did a lot of things, but there was a lot of agony in this. So to leave you with 5 things, I think it helped me. And for the young people, you need to keep your mental and emotional health and resilience all the time. It's never gonna be easy. It's gonna be a lot of challenges. So be prepared for that, because it's not gonna be an easy ride. Lifelong learning system. In Arabic we say, علم لا ينفع وجهل لا يضر. And there's a lot of things. Not all knowledge is useful, and not all ignorance is hurtful. Choose what's gonna make you a better person. If you are an engineer, go and get a master in engineering. I was an engineer, by the way, but I found my life taking me into business. So instead of going and getting a master in engineering, that's not gonna help you. I went and I got a master in business, because that's what's gonna help me. Supportive relationship and community. This is the road network that the United States have done for the civilization. Your network is the foundation and the infrastructure for the growth. That's, for me, that's what it was. Who I know, how many people I know. I come to these events all the time. And my pleasure is seeing my friends, and I seeing people that I know that they serve in the industry over and over again. That's a pleasure I have. Time and energy management. Focus on what really matters. If there's anything that is wasting your time, in order for me, and you need to understand, an immigrant in the United States need to work triple hard than a Native American to go places, to be on top all the time. So spend your time what it really matters, your family, your mental health, your career, your friends, your kids. That's what really matters. And the last, I always check myself all the time. What am I living for? What do I live for? And is what I do today is actually aligns with my values? Do I add, I wanted to be known as a person who adds value to people and companies and family. Am I doing this, yes or no? If it's no, I think it's the time to do something different. So between the delivery boy delivering donuts and coffee on foot to the CEO of a #1 company in coffee and donuts in the Middle East, which is Tim Hortons. This is my journey for 30 years, and my name is Hesham Almekkawi. Thank you.